ladies and gentlemen, Darkovika here, and I figured I was going to try and record a vlog. I just recorded like a bunch of dandelion videos, like a bunch. I was just suddenly in the mood for dandelion, and so I loaded it up and I recorded a bunch of it. So now I'm gonna do a vlog because I can. And I'm gonna do this one. It's 50 questions, honestly answers. So 50 questions, obviously that's gonna be kind of long. So if I notice that this video is getting ridiculously long, I'll like split it up. I don't know. So question number 1 is, what are you wearing? First of all, you can see me. I'm wearing sherbet, of course. No, actually the cool thing, I gotta show you guys this. In my first year at my college, okay, excuse me cards. My first year in college, I had this one art class, and our teacher decided to show us how to do something really cool. I may have to flip this, but what I decided to do, I have to turn all the way around and hope that this is, yeah, there it is. What I decided to do was create a jacket, or not create a jacket, but I basically created a stencil, painted it on the back of my jacket for Darkovika, except that I made the stencil really bad, so what it really looks like is like Dankonica, or something like that. It's not very good. It's like Dankonica. Ever been in love? Well, I should hope so. I'm currently in a relationship with someone, and it's almost our 2nd year anniversary. Ever had a terrible breakup? Oh my god, yes. Okay, so I do not mind sharing. The worst, I'm gonna laugh if he sees this though. There's a possibility. If you do, I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell the story anyways. You have to admit it was a shitty breakup, and shame on you. The shittiest breakup I've ever had was I had food poisoning. And I had been dating him for a year, and we had just had our year anniversary abouts, and I had just started college, and he was younger than me a little bit. So I had just started college, and I got food poisoning, and he ended up calling me up, and he was basically like, look, I don't think it's gonna, or he was like, Monica, we need to talk, and I was like sitting on the floor of the bathroom in my house. This was over the phone, by the way. I was sitting on the floor of my bathroom, and I was just like, oh my god, are you serious right now? Like, I know exactly what you're about to say, because you can tell when shit's going down this drain, and you're just like, man, I can feel this coming. I thought he would have the decency to wait until after my stomach, or the food poisoning went away, and he did not. And so he broke up with me while I had food poisoning, and he didn't want to do it in person, because he was afraid that he would catch something, and he didn't want to be sick while he was in choir. I'm not even kidding. That was... Huh? My sister just shouted gay. Yeah, so that was his reasoning. And of course, with my emotions so horrifically in turmoil and being so depressed afterwards, my food poisoning turned into the stomach flu, and I ended up missing almost like 2 months of school. Or 2 weeks, 2 months, somewhere around there. That was my worst breakup. How tall am I? I'm about like 5'6". I used to be 5'8". I don't know what happened. I swear to God, I'm not even kidding. There are records of me being 5'8", and now I'm like 5'6". And I have like good posture, except for right now. How much do you weigh? Well, I weigh 130, I think. 130, 135, I'm not sure. Any tattoos? Nope. Any piercings? No, unless you count ears. I can wear earrings. But that's like a normal one. OTP, for those of you not in the know, OTP means one true pairing. And essentially what it's asking me is, what is your one most favorite pairing of any ship ever? And by ship, it means like characters from a video game that you would like to see romantically get together. For me, it's Axel and Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. Not even kidding. Akuroku all the way. That is my OTP. Done. This was my very first ship ever. It was my very first fan fiction ever. It was my, not written and read. Like, just done. Favorite show? Changes like every day. I'm not even sure. Favorite, oh my god, no wait, I got it right here. This is one of my all-time most favorite shows ever. And it was canceled. These people suck. This is the entire series. It was 1 season. This is the best thing ever. I love this show so much. It's called Moonlight. Well, obviously you can say that. And it was about this dude. He was a vampire, but it was like the coolest thing ever. This was like cool vampires, not sparkly vampires. Like, look at this. Look at the back. Look at the pictures. Look at that. That's just awesome. End of story. Favorite bands. Fall Out Boy. I think I answered this in one video. Something I miss. I'm not sure what it means by that. Something I miss. Oh, not being stressed. Since starting college, I've been really stressed a whole lot. Like, there hasn't really been a day where I haven't been freaking out over something or berating myself over something. And it's why I'm hoping that my YouTube gets bigger, because YouTube is the one part of my life that I don't really stress over. Sometimes I do, when I'm thinking too hard about what you guys want to see, and when I'm thinking, like, just too much in general. Hang on, I'm going to take off my jacket because it's kind of hot. Ugh! Sherbet is more than enough for my room right now. Oh, man. Oh, I guess I should also... Got caught. Freaking chair! God dang, cords! Okay, this is also what I'm wearing. Batman! Harley Quinn Batman. But yeah, I guess, yeah, that pretty much answers it. Like, just not being so stressed and not having so much work and it not being so, like, not being so, like, everything is always so, no, I don't want to say epic, but it's like, basically, it's always like, everybody blows things out of proportions. Like, this is your entire life. Everything comes down to this. And it's like, holy crap, slow down, calm down. Life is not so dramatic. My favorite song. Oh my god, it has to be MTC by S3RL. MTC by Searle. Look it up. I'm not even gonna explain that song. Look up MTC by S3RL. Both of those are like one word. Anyways, how old am I? I am 23. As of right now, my birthday is on July 31st. My zodiac sign is a Leo the Lion. Quality I look for in a partner: someone who is not afraid to have their ass beaten in video games. I'm not even shitting you. Like, I can't tell you, this is gonna sound awful, but like in like a previous relationships that I've had, that has actually been a problem. One of my boyfriends ignored me for several hours after I kicked his ass, not like in Guitar Hero, my first time playing it. And then I proceeded to memorize the finger pattern for one of the songs and played it without the finger chart. Like, I just took it off and there was the music playing, and he was so mad because he had been playing for like a week without almost any sleep. He was obsessed with that game. Another boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, got mad at me because I beat him at Legend of Zelda. I know that sounds weird. It's a great story. He was trying to show off with Majora's Mask, and I was like trying to be like, no, you're missing, and he was like, no, I can figure this out. And like an hour later, finally showed him. I'm gonna laugh if he sees this video. I don't think he watches my stuff. I would be really shocked if he did. That'd be really weird. For many reasons that I don't wish to talk about. But anyways, what was I going to say? Something else. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's like the big... Oh, yeah, and he wouldn't, like, let me play any of the games that he enjoyed because he didn't want me to be better than him at them. And that's honestly the one thing I love about my boyfriend right now, is that he really does not care. Like, I can tell. I've seen it so many times when a person is actually bothered by me playing video games or being better than them at video games. Like, a lot of guys, believe it or not, will talk about having a video gaming girlfriend, but what they're not actually being serious. Like, they just want the girlfriend who's like, oh yeah, of course you can play video games, I'm not gonna bother you. They don't want a girlfriend who actually plays video games, it turns out. So it's like this masculinity thing. And my boyfriend Josh, many of you have seen him at this point many times, he is not like that at all. And it's one of my favorite things about him, is the fact that he is totally okay with me. He's like, he doesn't even give a shit with me kicking his ass in video games or getting my ass kicked in video games. It's just fun. And that's one of the things that I love about him. Favorite quote? Oh crap. Okay, hang on, I gotta try and type this out, because I don't remember it too well. I am whoever you wish me to be if I in fact am who I say I am or one day hope to be. That's a quote from a fan fiction I once read, and it struck me so much. It was such an interesting quote. I'm gonna try and say it again. I am whoever you want me to be if I in fact am who I say I am or someday hope to be. And it was in reference to a character answering in a riddle to a person who was asking who he was. And It was like a romance story. It was very short, but it was such an amazing quote, and I freaking loved it so much. Favorite actor? Sir Ian McKellen. No battle. Sir Ian McKellen. It is literally on my ridiculous bucket list of things that I hope to accomplish someday, but probably won't. To play the Lord of the Rings video game with Sir Ian McKellen. For those of you who don't know, Sir Ian McKellen is Gandalf, and I call him Sir Ian McKellen because he is actually knighted. He's a knight. He was knighted by the Queen for his acting services. Favorite color? It used to be purple. Now it's red. That happens with me. Loud music or soft? Loud. I love bass. It needs to have like fast bass. I love EDM. Loud. Where do you go when you're sad? The internet? PewDiePie? Yeah. When I'm sad, I just go watch funny montages of PewDiePie. Like, I'm not even kidding. Back when I used to be really depressed, PewDiePie was literally the only thing keeping me from just crying every night. When I used to work in a place that I really did not like. I used to go home and sit in my apartment and just cry. But then I would like watch PewDiePie's montages. PewDiePie was really like a lot of inspiration for me as I went along. Anyways, how long does it take you to shower? 20 minutes. Actually shower. Takes me 20 minutes. But sometimes I fall asleep in the bathroom, so it takes me an hour to get out of the bathroom. My sister's like exclaiming in the other room. She's like, oh my god. Anyways, how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? It depends on how early I wake up. I can get ready in 5 minutes. I can get ready in an hour. Depends. Ever been in a physical fight? No, but I did kick someone once. And one time, a friend of mine went straight for me, like he was gonna poke my sides because I'm really ticklish. And I just randomly, like as he walked towards me, I put my foot forward and I grabbed his arms and I twisted them around and I held them like this, like with my fingers under his elbows, and it was just insane. We all just stood there and I was like, I don't know how I did that. I don't know how to do that. Don't ask me to do that again. I don't know what I just did. It was crazy. Let's see, what else? Where am I? Turn on or turn off? I have no idea what those two questions are referencing. 24 is turn on. 25 is turn off. Turn down for what? Anyways, the reason I joined YouTube. Oh man, that's a tough one. My original inspiration was Halloween 4545, which is something I think a few of you know. Halloween 4545 was the very first YouTuber I ever watched, like consistently, and he was the very first video game YouTuber I ever watched, and I was like, oh my god, this is a thing. You can play video games and commentate over them. Why am I not doing this? And I watched him for a really long time, and eventually, I think in a video he said he said that it wasn't that he was special, it was just that he was doing it, and that we could be just as good as he was, and we could do it. Like, it wasn't that it was unobtainable. And I realized that he was right, and a friend of mine hooked me up with a microphone, and I got fraps after saving up money, because I was in high school, so I didn't have like a job or anything, but I got fraps, and I tried recording Half-Life. And if any of you go back, that's my very first series ever. The very first few videos were just so poorly recorded. Like, it's so funny. And I didn't know what I was doing, and they are actually kind of funny and adorable, but it's interesting to see how I've grown since then. And it was a dream of mine. Like, when I was little, and really all my life, I always used to tell my mom, I know why I exist. I know the reason for my existence. I know why I'm here on this planet, and that is to make people happy. To make the people around me and in front of me happy, and to make them smile. People always immediately follow that with, but what about yourself? And I say, myself follows. If I make people happy, then I'm happy. And if I don't make people happy, I understand. You can't make everyone around you happy. And I've come to terms with that over the years, and I've realized that it is impossible. Humans are the type of creatures where they'll fight anything. We are the most rebellious creatures on this planet. And if they see, it's like with PewDiePie. PewDiePie makes so many people happy. And therefore, the people who want to feel special and not part of the flock, they're afraid to let him make them feel happy too. They're afraid to be just like everyone else. They're afraid to disappear among the masses. And I know that feeling too. It's the feeling that I might be forgotten one day. And I want to leave behind some form of legacy even if it's a YouTube channel and me doing videos and I never get big, but it's some form of legacy that I can leave behind or maybe pass on to my kids and they can make my channel grow. But anyways, that's a lot. Fears! Being forgotten. Death is one of my fears. My biggest fear is seismophobia. I cannot stand... It's not even that I can't stand earthquakes. I just blank out. Oops, excuse me. In 1994, I lived in Northridge, California. And for those of you who know, in 1994, the Northridge earthquake was it like a 7? I don't remember. I think it was a 7, and it was huge. And I was trapped in my house at the time. And my mother says that I shouldn't be able to remember it because I was 3, but I do remember it. I remember the house shaking. I don't remember her getting me, but I remember eventually winding up underneath a big round table and watching everything fall. There were cracks going up the walls. The sound was awful. I can hear, like, earthquakes have a specific sound, and I fucking hate that sound. It is, it's nightmarish. The wall, like, there was dishes hitting the floor, shards everywhere. There was just so much, and it was so terrifying. Drawers were falling on the floor. Knives were falling everywhere. Our pool, we had a pool back then, cracked, and there was water just leaking out everywhere, splashing all over the place. And when we finally made it out of the house, because we were stuck in there for hours, and, like, tremors kept happening, so we kept, like, ducking back under the table. I remember when we finally got out of the house, we looked towards Northridge. The entire city was on fire, and it was in the middle of the night. And, I mean, against a black sky, and everything you know, your entire world is on fire. I had nightmares about this for months. My mother tells me that for an entire month after that earthquake, I was mute. I didn't say a single word. People would talk to me, and I would just stare at them blankly. So nightmares are my absolute greatest fear. I live on the worst part of the United States for it. Anyways, last thing that made you cry. The Hobbit. I watched The Hobbit last night. Last night being the 21st. It was so sad! I cried. Last time you said you loved someone. A couple minutes ago on Steam to my boyfriend. Meaning behind your YouTube name. That is hard! Darkovika. I dreamt it up one time. Darkovika was the name of a country of dragons in a dream I had when I was like 11 or 15 or 11 is more likely. And it stuck with me and I ended up naming it that. Last book I read. Oh man, I want to show you guys this. Look at this. For those of you who don't know, I absolutely love Alice in Wonderland. And this is just like the coolest thing I've found. It is the actual book. Hang on. Let me pick a page that isn't indicative of how awesome this is. Which is kind of hard because it's so awesome. But, like, it's an actual, like, novel. Like, these are actual, you know, like, words and stuff. It's the actual 2 stories, Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. The difference being that the art of the book has been replaced with, like, manga-style art. So there's that. Let's see if we can find the one where she meets the queen. Because that's one of the ones that they did, like, a 2-page. Yeah, there we go. So, like, here's this. Like 2 pages of it, and then of course at the very beginning you have like full color images of Alice in Wonderland manga style, and I just absolutely love this. I can't even begin to tell you guys how much I love this. It's so awesome, and it was just, oh, we got it at Barnes. My boyfriend bought this for me at Barnes & Noble for like $14.99. Look at that. That is so good. That is so beautiful. I love how they drew the Mad Hatter. Like, look at him. He's beautiful. That's another ship of mine, is Alice and the Mad Hatter, but not like, it depends. It depends on the Mad Hatter. Because the original Mad Hatter is like in his 30s, I think. Is there another one? Yes, there is. It's this one. It's the Queen's. I love this so much. You guys don't even know. Anyways. The book you're currently reading. Oh, was that the last book that I finished? I guess technically speaking, the last book that I finished, like finished, is this one. And this is Ever After High. This is like a bunch of short stories, but I read the whole thing. Yeah. So the book I'm currently reading is the Alice in Wonderland one. I haven't finished it. I mean, I've finished it, but it's not the last book that I finished. The last show I watched. Oh, Lord. Oh, wait. My Little Monster. It's an anime. I freaking love it. It's so cute. Last person I talked to, I guess Mariah, technically, because I've been answering her. So, Mariah, the relationship between you and the person you last texted. Who did I last text? Let's find out. Let's You were the last person I texted. I think it was my friend Richard. Yeah. He's a friend of mine at school that we, like, work really well together. We're programming buddies. Favorite food? Spaghetti. Place you want to visit? I want to go back to Ireland and Scotland. My most favorite places in the world. Places that I haven't been? Disney World. Done. Disney World. I want to go to Disney World so bad. You guys don't even know. I want to go for like 2 weeks. I want to go stay in a hotel in Florida, and I'm going to go to Disney World. It is my biggest dream. I've never been, and I want to go so bad. Last place you were? The market? No, not the market. I went to Barnes & Noble. Do I have a crush? No. My boyfriend? That's not a crush. I kind of in love with him. I don't know. Last time you kissed someone? Yesterday. Last time you were insulted? I don't know. No, I can't think of anything. Favorite flavor of sweet? What? Favorite flavor of sweet? I guess that means like favorite flavor. Raspberry. I love raspberry flavored things. Sometimes I actually do like raspberries. I didn't used to like raspberries. I liked raspberry flavored things, but not raspberries. It was kind of funny. What instruments do you play? Oh Lord, here we go. All right, so I play a lot of instruments. Everybody get ready. The instruments that I play. I know how to play violin, viola, cello, flute, harp, piano, drums, poorly, guitar, bass guitar, xylophone, marimba, glockenspiel, vibraphone. Did I say that one? This is the 3 mallet instruments. They have different styles that you play them with. For instance, never, ever, ever hit a glockenspiel with all your might. Oh my god, you will go deaf. Your ears will bleed. That thing is so high-pitched, it's not even funny. You never have more than one glockenspiel in a band. You never need more than one glockenspiel in a band. Our marching band had one dude who marched with glockenspiel, like he was literally bells, and he played the glockenspiel while he marched. We didn't need more than one person. He overpowered the band. That instrument is loud. Favorite piece of jewelry has to be a necklace that Josh bought me. Is this one right here. This one is beautiful. We call it the Light of Elendil because when we first saw it, that was like literally, I'm trying to do this so that it doesn't get super bright so you guys can, there we go, look at those colors. I love this. Josh bought this for me. We both thought it looked like the Light of Elendil, like for a moment, like I don't know. Yeah, light. Yeah, kind of. Maybe. Last sport I played. Good lord, nothing. I have not played a sport. Last song I sang? Christmas songs. I've been singing them all day. Favorite chat up line. I think that meant pickup line. Favorite pickup line. The really corny, stupid ones. I can't think of one specifically. Have I ever used it? No. Last time you hung out with someone? Yesterday, with my boyfriend. Who should answer these questions next? I don't know. You're supposed to tag someone. But if no one watches my videos, it's going to make... What? Hey, JPHD, Cryptshade, tag you. What? Now you guys got to answer this. Yep. Go do video. Right now. There you go. Awesome. Alright, that wasn't so bad. 23 minutes of me just talking about myself. Yeah! If there's anything else you guys would like to see me do in a vlog. I know someone asked for me to record a song. Yeah. I'm down. I just have to learn it, first of all. Which doesn't always mean it's gonna happen. I have to learn it. I do actually want to start doing song videos again. I have to learn songs. I haven't learned any in a while. That and yeah, I was gonna do some Christmas songs for this week since it's Christmas. Sorry for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas. Happy December and happy other holidays that are in December. I'm not sure all of them, and I don't want to offend people by mispronouncing anything. Happy Hanukkah. I once taught some kids, and they were playing a song called Happy Hanukkah, but Hanukkah was spelled Chanukah, so I just pronounced it Happy Chanukah forever. And for a while, instead of Hanukkah, I was saying Chanukah, and people got so mad. It's a terrible mistake. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this highly informative video about me, myself, and I, and Sherbert. Sherbert just sat here like a prince. Look at him, he's so beautiful. So soft. You guys don't even know. Look at this. Look at this. I think some of you still haven't really seen him, but like, look at this. He's got little paws. He's got little paws. Look. Oh, Hey, say bye, Sherbert. Bye, guys. That's Sherbert. It's his voice. Oh God. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.